Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will demonstrate how to find the height of a cone given its volume. Let me read the problem. Please follow along. Three objects are shown below: a sphere, a right circular cylinder, and a right circular cone. The radius of each of the objects is 10 inches. The volume of the cone is equal to the volume of the cylinder. C. What is the value of K, the height in inches of the cone? Show or explain how you got your answer. So that's write down what we're doing. First of all, we are working with problem 41. Can you see it? Perfect. Problem 41, part C. We're working for the volume of the cone. So let's just draw a cone. Do we know the radius? Yes. So this is a cone. The radius R is 10 inches. And then it's given us the height. We don't know what the height is. It's going to be in K, right? The height in K. Now, third, do we know what the volume is? The volume of the cone is equal to the volume of the cylinder. Good thing we take notes. To demonstrate, this is the previous problem, 41b. So the volume of the cylinder is 2,000 pi cubic inches. Let's write that down. So, hold on. So the volume is equal to 2,000 pi cubic inches, right? And then we have the height. Notice I'm writing height, but the problem is giving us the variable K. We don't know, and so we're solving for it. Let's just underline. So the height K we're looking for. All right. So that being said, I think we can get rid of the problem sheet. So what do we know? Again, in mathematics, you are not taught to memorize formulas, but use your resource well. So again, we will go back to the MCAS reference sheet. Here we go. MCAS, Massachusetts Comprehensive Assessment System. This is a grade 10 mathematics reference sheet. You have conversions, area formulas, total surface area formulas, volume formulas, followed by circular formulas, right triangles, ending with special right triangles. The one we're looking for is volume. We have cube, prism, cylinder, cone, pyramid, and sphere. We have covered sphere and cylinder. So the cone is over here. I don't know if you can read it. Volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Let's copy it down. So the volume is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. And this is something special to note. The formula sheet, the reference sheet gave us the formula to be h, but the problem statement is giving us the height in K. As part of your rewriting it in your own words, I would also like to challenge you to think like, why do we have two different variables? What do they stand for, and which one do we use? So I would like to ask you to pause the video and rewrite this equation in your own words. V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. I will start the sentence for you. So the volume we're looking for is the volume of a cone is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. So when you are done paraphrasing it, using your own words to explain the equation, as well as thinking the difference between h and k, which one do we go with, please hit play and we will continue. Assuming that you're done, thank you so much for working through the exercise. In your answer, you should also include, so you have the volume of a cone is equal to 1/3. If you want to include, you have the height. If you want to include the constant pi, that would be great. and the r is being the radius is being squared. Radius square. Perfect. So these are just how you will demonstrate if you are on a interview or in class or online learning. These academic vocabularies will help will assist in making your learning more efficient. So with that, let's plug in what we know. Right? So the volume of the cone, it was given to us to be equal to the volume of the cylinder, which from the previous problem we got it to be 2,000 pi cubic inches. This is in this calculation we will also demonstrate why it is a good practice to leave pi in its variable in its pi form. Right? So let's start. So 2,000 pi cubic inches is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. So 1/3 pi, we know that the r is 10 inches square multiplied by let's just use k, just to be consistent with that, with the problem statement, so that we don't get confused at the end. All right, so that just multiplied the 10 inches out. So 2,000 pi cubic inches is equal to 1/3 pi 100 square inch multiplied by k. All right, so in algebra, if you see something on the left hand side and the right hand side, you can cancel it out. So this is why instead of the pi being mixed into the numbers, when you leave it out, when I see the 2 pi's on both sides, I can just cross it out. So let's cross it out. Let's cross out the pi, and I have 2,000 cubic inches equal to 1/3 100 square inch multiplied by k. So to get rid of just to look for k, and this process is called the isolation of variables. So we're looking for k. Let's see, how do we proceed? Let's divide 100 square inch from both sides. So we have 2,000, just draw a line. So we have 2,000 cubic inches divided by 100 square inch equals 1/3 100 square inch. I am running out of room, but we will make it happen. Do know these are square multiplied by the height k. So the 100 square inch cancels out. So the 100, cross out 2 of the zeros, and we have a cubic inch on top, we have square inch on bottom, and so let's just say this is going to end up in 20 inches equals 1/3 of the height of the cone, k. At this point, k, 1/3 of the k is equal to 20 inches. So the way we will look for k, so if 1/3 of the answer is 20, then the question is, this statement is saying what is 1/3 of the answer is 20. So to find the full answer, let's multiply by 3. So 3 times 20 inches equals 3 multiplied by 1/3 multiplied by k, right? So 3 multiplied by 1/3 goes out. So 60 inches is equal to k. Let's just have the variable on the left hand side. So the height of the cone is equal to 60 inches. Box your answer, and that's it. So what this tells us, as well as you can look from the formula sheet, if you compare the two formulas, what this tells us is that given the same base, if we are looking for if the cone and the cylinder have the equivalent volume, the cone is 3 times as tall, is the 3 times higher than the cylinder. So that concludes the calculation part of this video. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next video.